24/7. So after Holi, how are you feeling? Yeah. So today's topic is achievers. Today's topic is basically objective questions on DSA in banking. Now DSA means what? We'll be covering BC also over here, business correspondent, because in private we have DSAs and in nationalized banks we have BC. So follow the video till the end. Okay. Number one. Also, firstly, download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting all the premium study materials plus live classes, ebooks, tests, everything you will be getting. Whatever is required for clearing JAIIB and CIB, you will be getting it over here. Subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. You will be getting two things over here. Number one, free YouTube series on all the topics of JAIIB and CIB. Free YouTube series. Okay, number one. Number two, latest updates on all the JAIIB CIB issues. Okay, so you can definitely subscribe to this. Click on the bell icon. Okay, these are the two new batches. Okay, just now started. Okay, PPB, IFS, AFM and retail banking and wealth management, or this is the next batch. Means see here, this is basically the same, and we are dividing, we are having this RBWM batch separately, so you can join this batch separately. I think so it's the same batch two times. Okay, so you can join this batch immediately. Use the code Y432. You are getting 80% off presently. 80%. Okay, and also double validity on Mahapacks. What are Mahapacks? 15 plus batches per subject. Means PPB 15 plus batches, IFS 15 plus and all those. Okay, so join the batches immediately. Yeah, so what is the schedule for today? Schedule is here. Firstly, what are DSAs, then what are business correspondents, then mis-selling by DSAs as well as BCs, so both will be covered over here, and then we have the objective questions. So action packed session, you watch it till the end because we are having a huge data coming up. Okay, firstly, what are DSAs? Tell me. DSAs means what? Direct selling agents. Direct means what? See here, there are two types of selling agents over here. All the bank employees, they are also agents, isn't it? What are bank employees? They are agents, but they are permanent agents as such. See here, remember one basic rule of any sales or marketing or anything, any organization. Every person working in an organization is an agent. Remember, number one. Number two, all the directors of the company are also the agents as per the legal law. Okay, all the partners of a company are also the agents. So that's why, what did I say? The point over here is everyone is an agent. Even the employee. See this, employee is an agent of the company. Always remember, because he represents the company. What is an agent basically? What is an agent? Just type in the comment section. Agent means who represents the company. Simple. Represents the company means the person can represent that company as an employee also, as a MD also, as a director also, as an auditor also, or as a DSA also, separate private party. Okay, so employee can be the agent, then director can be the agent, director, partner can be the agent, anyone can be the agent. Okay, so importantly, what is DSA then? DSA means direct. Direct means he is not at all related in any way to the company except an agreement. Here's an agreement between the company and this person or this firm, whatever it may be. Okay, based on this agreement, that person is acting as a DSA. Okay, let me give you an example. LIC agent. Okay, LIC agent. What is LIC agent? Is LIC agent the employee of LIC? Okay, type fast in the comment section. Do you think LIC agent is a employee of LIC? Yes or no? Let me see how many of you say yes. Remember, LIC agent is not the employee of the company, not the employee. So what is he then? He or she? What is he or she? He has an agreement with LIC that I will represent LIC. Okay, and I'll get a commission for that. Same logic is over here. What is the DSA? Same logic. DSA has an agreement with the bank or whichever company, not only banks here. DSA can be applied to each and everything. So DSA has an agreement with, let's say, bank now in our case, that I'll sell your products, I'll bring the clients and I'll get a commission for that. We have all the home loan DSAs, credit card DSAs, everything we have it. Mainly in private banks we have this, okay. DSAs are agencies appointed by banks to source business for them on fee basis. What is this fee basis? Fee basis means based on the fees, again commission, isn't it? Okay. Let me ask you one question. When the bank sells insurance, look at this. What am I asking? When the bank sells insurance, bank selling insurance, is insurance a product of the bank? Selling insurance, okay? Insurance. So what is this bank acting as? What is this bank acting as? With a, let's say, okay, give me fast in your comment section. Which company's insurance is sold by you? Your banks. Type fast in the comment section. Which company's insurance is sold by your bank? Or you basically. Which company's insurance? Everyone. Yeah. Many are typing LIC, yeah. And others are typing their own, SBI, also other companies. Okay. So remember, even though it is LIC or even though it is SBI insurance, but remember all these companies are separate. They are not the companies of the bank as such. So bank here acts as a agent, DSA again you can call it, direct selling agent on fee basis. Even bank gets a fee commission on this, right? So that's the basic logic. So same logic bank also adopts. Bank appoints a separate party as a DSA to source the business from the open market. Okay. Banks which do not have any branch penetration or have a branch penetration and geography to service large section of the customers seek to help DSA for sourcing business on behalf of the bank and also complete the preliminary formalities for acquiring the customers. Look at the words specifically mentioned over here. You will get a lot of knowledge by specifically focusing on the words. Say this, preliminary formalities. Preliminary means only primary. No decision making. Sourcing business. Sourcing means getting the documents, getting the clients, that's it. The job of DSA is connecting this client customer over here with the bank. That's it. It's not at all the customer and DSA. DSA just acts as a pipe conduit. Okay. So customer will be connected to the bank and the decisions will be taken by the bank. So role of DSA is what? Large section of customers in the open market. Large section means what? Here you have generally a branch in some location, right? Tell me one thing frankly. Have you ever gone out of the branch in the open market for bringing the new clients? Just type yes or no. Have you ever gone out of the branch, okay, for bringing the new clients? How many of you have gone? Just be frank. Nobody is going to question you on this, okay? No, correct? The frank answer is no, because we are so much engrossed in our work. We have so much of the job pressure, so much of the walk-ins in the branch that we don't get time to get out of the branch. So if I don't get time to get out of the branch, who will bring the business? Now the days of expecting the customer to come to the branch and then I'll get the business are over. Now it's a buyer's market. The bank has to go to the customer, but bank doesn't have employees. Bank doesn't have time. So that's why these DSAs are arranged, as well as BCs also. Next slide is of BCs only. Okay. So got the point. Large section of customers going into the open market, sourcing the business and complete the preliminary formalities. Okay, means getting the document signed, getting the KYC, these documents, KYC documents, getting it only, not deciding on that. Okay, and acquiring customers. Okay, what is the BC then? BC is similar to that of the DSA. See here, BC is also a private party. These are generally appointed by nationalized banks. See here, it's very simple. Nationalized banks appoint BCs and private banks appoint DSAs. Logic remains the same. The BC acts as an extension of the bank itself. What is this? Extension of a bank means what? It's basically an agent. Again, the BC has a agency agreement with the bank. Okay, extension of the bank itself to provide banking related services in areas which does not have access to such services. So BC will basically focus on that area where the branch can't go. So what is the difference between DSA then? No difference. DSA also does the same thing. Where branch can't go, there DSA will go. Same thing is with BC. The intent of the BC model is financial inclusion. Financial inclusion means opening various savings accounts, current accounts, getting for the Jandhan loans, okay, Mudra loans. So it includes everything over here. Financial inclusion includes insurance, small amount insurance, right? Then this Jandhan accounts, then Mudra loans, everything is included under financial inclusion. So the job of this BC is to go for this financial inclusion in order to connect everyone in the bank, everyone to the banking system, right? The main job is unbankable areas. Remember this word non-bankable rather than unbankable. I'll write it non-bankable. Okay, means non-bankable means where the banks have not reached up till now. There the BCs reach on the commission basis, obviously. The scope includes, among other things, creating awareness about savings and other products. Okay, understand this. Scope includes awareness about savings. Savings means it's not saving account only. Savings means savings of various forms. Savings can be self-help group. Savings can be savings account. Savings can be current account. If you are having this normal business working, small shop you are having, so open a current account. FD. It can be other schemes also, like mutual funds are very rare over there, but it can be the part. Okay. So awareness about savings and other products, and education and advice on managing money and debt counseling. Now understand these points. These points are very important from the job profile perspective of BC. Okay. Education means conducting various sessions in the villages. Okay. They take the help of various gram panchayats. Creating the awareness about the savings products, about the banking system. Advice. Why do you think this Jandhan Yojana was so successful? It was successful because of mainly these BCs. They acted as the agents. They went to each and every place. Not only BCs, even bankers, nationalized bankers went into villages. I have seen it, and that created a huge movement as such for this Jandhan Yojana. All these things. Jandhan Yojana means I'm not talking only about saving accounts. It can be Mudra loans also. It can be these insurances also, right? And advice on managing money and debt counseling. Debt counseling means how to take the loans. This is very important from the village perspective. Remember, what happens is majority of the farmers in India face problem because of what? Because of the debt crisis. They take money from the money lenders at a rate of around 36% to, I have seen 60% also, 5% per month. Many of them, they are taking the loans at 5% per month. So debt counseling is an important part. Everyone in the village needs to be told about the debt counseling, but the problem is we in the bank don't have time. Because of various reporting structures, this report, this insurance, that insurance, this day, that day, all these days, right? So who will do the business? BCs and DSS, okay? And processing and submission of applications to the bank, right? Processing and submission, correct? Processing means not the decision making. Remember, again the same logic applies. The BC can't take the decisions. He can submit the applications and get the commissions on that. If the application is approved by the bank, the BC will get a commission. Got it? Mis-selling by DSAs or BCs. So this is a major problem. Mis-selling by DSAs have been rampant, especially in credit card space. Here, mainly this has been in credit cards. Here, BC has very less scope for mis-selling. Why? Because the schemes which BC sells, Mudra Yojana, this Jandhan account, they are already out in the newspapers. Before the BC goes there, the person on the mobile comes to know about what the Mudra Yojana scheme is, what is the crop loan scheme going on. So BC has a very less chance of mis-selling. But DSAs have a huge chance because many of these schemes which are in private, which are not announced by the government, because BC generally deals in government schemes, okay, mainly, I won't say always, mainly. But DSAs deal with the private schemes, means consumer oriented and competition related schemes. So there's a huge space for mis-selling. Customers don't know anything about, because see here, let me give you a simple example. What is the home loan rate for HDFC Bank? We don't know, right? Because we don't know, we are not into it. Whenever we want a loan, at that time only we'll see it, right? Okay. What is the subsidy given to this Kisan credit card? Everyone knows. Why? Because it is declared throughout in the newspapers and throughout in all the social media. So that's why that was my point. Mis-selling by DSAs happens mainly in the competition related schemes. In government related schemes, it's open market now, okay, and it's open source technology, I would say, rather than. So credit card space, which makes the customers fall into the debt trap by misusing of the cards, right? So debt trap means basically here many of the DSAs promise anything for the commission. Similarly, pricing of the loans are not explained, isn't it? Mainly here, who comes to the DSA generally? The one whose loan is rejected by some bank. So at that time, the DSA might give some false commitment, and that might be the problem to the bank as such. Ultimately, this will result in the dissatisfaction for the customers and reputation risk for the bank, isn't it? After all, it's a bank which is affected. The customer never blames the DSA. The customer blames the bank. Okay. So now, before going on to the questions, remember this batch which I was talking of, English batch just now started. All the 4 subjects, PPB, IFS, AFM and retail banking, compulsory ones. We are covering numericals, objective questions, case studies, whatever is required. Use the code Y432 to get 80% offer. You remember, never forget this code, because it's the code which will give you huge discounts and double validity on Mahapacks also. I'll show you at the end. Okay. Okay, let's come to the questions part. Now it's time for you to speak, not me. Okay, because I have spoken already. The primary responsibility of the banking direct selling agent or representative is. So what is the responsibility of the DSA? Decide if the account can be opened or not. Decide. Okay. Decide if the loan can be given or not. Decide. Collect the documents. Collect. And none of the above. So what is the basic responsibility of this DSA? Decide or collect. Everyone, fast. Collect, right? Correct is collect, isn't it? So collect the document. That's the only answer. How can a DSA decide on something? DSA is just an agent, right? DSA builds a client base for banking direct sales through DSAs, or you can call BCs also. Huh? This is BC also. BC, DSA, one and the same thing. DSAs or BCs build a client base for banking and direct sales through prospecting, networking and referrals on the field. Means the person, BC or DSA, will go on the field. Number 1. Number 2, capturing the walk-ins in the bank. Walk-ins in the bank means the one who comes in the bank. This DSA will go. Have you seen something? I have seen in some of the banks, DSA is sitting in the branch premises. Means BCs, in nationalized banks, BCs sitting in the branch premises. In some village branches I have seen. That is very wrong. Or near the branch premise. If not in the branch premise, near the branch premise. Means there is a common wall between the branch and the DSA. So what happens? That customer walk in the branch, he goes directly to the DSA or that BC. So after all, bank is losing it. See here, BC is an extension, it's not the prime source. If there is some walk-in, the walk-in needs to be handled by the branch, not by the DSA. So, how will the DSA source the business? Prospecting, networking and referrals on the field. Field means open market. Capturing walk-ins in the bank, both A and B. Doing both the things. Or none of the above. What is the answer? How many of you say C, both A and B? Correct. The answer is A. in the field. The job is in the field. It's not over here in the bank, in the branch, right? Benefits of DSA is, so what is this? DSA means BC also. See here, whenever I say DSA, it means DSA or BC. Benefits of DSA or BC is it reduces the operational cost. It saves man hours and manpower in the banks. So it's not man hours. Actually, this is the wrong word. I always never. We should be gender biased. Working hours. Working hours. Okay. Working hours and working power or human power you can call it. It's never man hours or woman hours. Both are same. Okay. So it saves working hours and working power in the banks. It enables the bankers to cater to the needs of the individuals and all of the above. So what is the benefit of DSA or BC? Reduces the operational cost, because after all he is an external agent, he or she is an external agent. So definitely he or she will be paid lesser than the bank staff, means overall cost will be lesser. So A is the answer. It saves the working hours. Obviously it saves the working hours. Why? Because branch staff can't go there because of the pressures and loads of works. Okay, so B is also the answer. What about C? It enables the banker to cater to the needs of the individuals. Is it? Yes, it is. Why? You will say, but that is done by DSA BC. How is the banker catering? But logic is clear, right? DSA or BC, you will say he is bringing the business. So how is the banker catering to the needs? But tell me one logic, simple answer. DSA or BS, this BC with, let me write it over here, DSA. Okay. He is contacting this customer. But whom is he bringing the business to? He is bringing the business to, he or she is bringing the business to bank. So in the end, once the account is opened, okay, this DSA is gone. The DSA has no role. Then directly it's the relationship between the bank and the customer, isn't it? So it enables the banker to cater to the needs of the individual. Then the banker can directly contact the customer itself directly without the help of DSA. He can cross-sell the various products, isn't it? The typical job description of a bank DSA may include. So what does it include? Develops new business prospect in specific geographic area through cold calls. What do you mean by cold calls? Going to the, it's not calling, phone calling, it's cold calling means going to the new customers whom we have not reached up till now as a bank. Interacts with the branch customers to increase sales of the bank products and services. Branch customers, DSA. Unfamiliar, see here, we want what is the JD, okay? What is the job, what should be the job description? Unfamiliar with the standard concepts, practices and procedures in the particular field. Means if the DSA is for home loan, unfamiliar means that DSA need not be familiar with what is going on in the market of home loans. Is it so? Then how will that DSA sell? If he is not familiar with the things, how will that DSA sell? So that's why the answer can be what? A, in cold calls, B, branch customers, C, unfamiliar, or D, all of the above. What is the answer? Everyone. Fast. It is A. B and C are totally out. How can he or she contact the branch customers? Because that's a robbery, isn't it? Unfamiliar, he or she should be familiar with the concepts, isn't it? And all of the above. Okay. DSA should not. So what that DSA should not do? Contact the prospect on any service or product offer. Means DSA should not contact any prospect. Suppose prospect means what? Any customer who is in the outside market, who has not come to the bank up till now. Prospect means not the branch customer. So shouldn't DSA contact that? Should not contact. Okay. Number 2, inform the prospects about their business or organization's name or falsely represent themselves. So shouldn't this DSA inform the prospect about the business or organization's name or falsely represent themselves? Make a valid commitment. So DSA should not make any valid commitment. Shouldn't DSA contact the prospect or inform the prospect this year? In B, what is the case? This is a tricky question over here. In B, if you see, inform the prospect about the business or organization's name, this much is correct. Because DSA should not contact do this, should do this. Okay, so half part is should. This is here. I'll just write it. This should be done. This is should. Okay, C is also should. He can make the valid commitments. Whatever has been given in writing to that DSA, he can make the commitments about that. But about B, this half part is should. But what about the second half? The second half is should not. Okay, so that's why the answer is B. DSA should not falsely represent themselves. That's why this answer is B. Okay, otherwise A part is this first part is not the answer, but because the second part is added to it, that's why it's a B is the answer. Okay, so remember, in exam you'll get such questions where half part is correct, half part is wrong. So whatever any half, if it is wrong, you have to mark that answer. Okay, now let me show you the code Y432. The advantage of this code, remember, 80%, let me write it, 80% off you are getting, and double validity. What is double validity? Let me show you that. Okay, on Mahapacks. Okay, let me show you. Let's go to Adda 24/7 live. If you're having the app, I would suggest go on the app. In the app, you are, what are you doing? What are you getting is, you are getting 1% extra, 81% off. Okay, let's see. See this. Go to Adda 24/7 live. Click on JAIIB and CIB. See this. Now you see this JAIIB 23. Click on JAIIB 23. You'll see the batches. Look at the batches. Okay, English selection batch. Just click on this. You'll see the details of the batch. Details means what? The date, the timing, the study plan. Okay. Remember, importantly, I'll tell you, recorded videos are available 24/7. Ebooks are available. Tests are available. 2 interactive classes, so you can ask the question there and then itself. Clarify your doubts. Okay. Now look. Let's look at the fees. About the code which I told you, 19999. Click on view offers. Never forget to click view offers. Put the code Y432. Y432. Click on apply. Now look at this. 19999 reduces to 3999.80. 80% off you are getting. Such a huge discount. Such schemes don't come every now and then. So grab it immediately. And exams are nearing. Okay. Now I'll tell you to go for Mahapacks. What are Mahapacks? Here, Mahapack is an advantageous product. 15 plus batches per subject. Let me show you this. JAIIB CIB Mahapack. Okay. Click on this. Once you click on this, see this, click on JAIIB ka Mahapack. You can click on JAIIB ka Mahapack or JAIIB CIB ka Mahapack. In JAIIB CIB, you will be getting double advantage. Same pack, see this, 12 plus 12 months, 24 months you are having the validity for JAIIB CIB Mahapack. And this, you are having the validity for 12 months. Okay. Actually, it is 6 months only. But because of the scheme, you are getting 12 months. Similarly, here, actually it is only 12 months. But you are getting it for 24 months. In JAIIB CIB Mahapack, I'll tell you one important part. Let me show you live over here. See this. JAIIB CIB Mahapack, when you click it over here, see this. The advantage is 12 plus 12 months. 24 months you are getting. Okay. Now, if you clear JAIIB in May 23, remaining 18 months, not even 18, almost 20 months you are getting, because just now what 3 months are remaining out of 24, 21 months you are getting it for CIB. My God, remember CIB in the same fees. Check the details. See this, 15 plus batches for this JAIIB, all these subjects. 15 plus batches for CIB, all the subjects. Case study batches are separate. Full length mock tests are available. Recorded videos obviously are available. Now let me show you the fees also. 53,996. Click on view offers. Put the code Y432. Click on apply. Now look at this. It has reduced to 53,996, has reduced to 10,799. Such a huge discount you are getting, 80% off, that also for 24 months. Okay, less than the tea or expenses we have it, right, in our branches per day. So it will be less than what, 20 rupees per day. Almost it comes to 15 to 17 rupees per day. Less than what we spend on a daily basis, isn't it? So go for it immediately. Why? Because see this, the portion is new, exams are nearing. Okay, you will be needing a mentor, a guide. Okay, so I'll stop over here. Tomorrow I'll be back with another series. Till then, do join the batches. Use the discount Y432